Welcome to the ASTRALX Deep Dive, illuminating your path. I'm Lunaria Selene, your intuitive guide.
And I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist.
We bridge celestial wisdom,
Unlock your modern path.
discover guiding starlight insights.
Explore powerful cosmic energies. How do planetary transits shape your story today? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into right now. This deep dive is specifically tailored for you. We're focusing on your unique Scorpio Sun with Cancer rising profile.
Right.
We've really dug into the ASTRALX material, particularly the insights from the Lunar Abyss and the Depths Guardian, to pull out the most crucial nuggets for your journey in 2025.
So our mission today is helping you understand the core cosmic energies that are really influencing your year ahead.
Absolutely. And, before we jump into 2025, we really need to anchor ourselves in the fundamentals. What makes you, well, you?
Okay.
According to this material, you're a Scorpio Sun. It's not just about intensity, it's the energy of the obsidian alchemist.
The Obsidian Alchemist, I like that.
Yeah. Think of it like the core furnace of your being. It's a place of deep transformation, psychic depth, and this potent, almost volcanic power to delve into hidden things.
And then there's how the world first perceives you, right?
Yeah.
How you interact with. That's your Cancer rising.
Exactly. Described here as the lunar gatekeeper.
Lunar gatekeeper.
It's your intuitive presence.
Yeah.
It radiates this deep protective magnetism, carrying a kind of quiet, ancient authority like the tides.
So that's the immediate feeling people get from you. Safe, but maybe a little mysterious.
Precisely. And when you combine these two potent forces, the intense transformative fire Scorpio Sun and the protective intuitive waters of Cancer rising,
Yeah.
the ASTRALX material calls your core archetype the deep well.
The deep well. Okay.
Yeah, imagine that scorpionic heat and intensity. It's not just out there, exposed, it's held, it's contained, purified really, within Cancer's nurturing foundational waters.
So that blend creates something really unique then. It means your life's core process is about transmuting shadows.
Yes. The difficult emotions, hidden truths, past pains, not just facing them, but actively turning them into a sanctuary, a safe space.
For yourself and maybe others too.
Potentially, yes. Your inherent intensity, instead of being, say, destructive, gets channeled into generational healing, addressing not just your own stuff, but the echoes running through your lineage.
Wow.
And this cycle of personal rebirth, which is so Scorpio, right? It's not just for your own growth. It actively forges a sacred legacy.
A sacred legacy.
Yeah, the material puts it beautifully. It says, your silence holds oceans, the deep intuition, and your gaze can calm storms. It's a testament to that grounded authority, that protective energy you have.
It's a strength from deep within, not just like outward force.
Exactly.
I love that imagery. And 2025, the source tells us, is a year that really amps up this watery foundation you have. It calls it the soul tide.
The soul tide, yeah.
Yeah.
This year brings a really significant cosmic synergy. It's a kind of merging of water elements. Scorpio's deep abyssal currents meeting Cancer's foundational lunar gravity.
So it's like the cosmos is creating this unified flow that connects right into your core energy.
You got it. Think of it as a year where your intuition, your emotional depth, your transformative power, they're all working together, pulled by the same cosmic current.
Okay, so let's dive into some of the specific cosmic forces making up this soul tide in 2025. The material highlights a few key planetary influences. First one, Saturn moving through Pisces.
Right, and this impacts your ninth house. That's the area of your chart dealing with higher learning, philosophy, long journeys, your quest for meaning.
And Saturn in Pisces. That sounds like an interesting mix. Structure meets flow.
Exactly. It presents this fascinating dynamic described as karmic gravity versus quantum fluidity.
Okay, break that down.
So Saturn is the planet of structure, responsibility, facing reality, right? And it's navigating Pisces' mutable, spiritual, sometimes boundaryless waters. Saturn wants to build clear structures, but in the realm of belief and spirituality.
Okay, so Saturn is trying to bring structure to the very fluid world of Piscean faith. What does that mean for your beliefs, for your quest in 2025?
This is where the source gets quite evocative. It talks about quantum decoherence, dissolving martyr narrative.
Oh, decoherence, dissolving martyr narrative.
Yeah, basically it suggests that any rigid, self-sacrificing stories you've held onto, narratives about suffering, victimhood, needing to earn worth through pain, they start to lose their solid form.
Ah, okay.
They get less defined, like a blurry image fading. This transit helps you see those stories for what they are, so they can dissolve.
Releasing old patterns of suffering, that feels really relevant for Scorpio energy, which can sometimes get stuck in those intense emotional places.
Absolutely. It's clearing out the old heavy stuff.
Yeah.
At the same time, the material mentions gravitational collapse, forging soul-bound philosophy.
Gravitational collapse.
As those old stories dissolve, Saturn's influence kind of collapses anything in your belief system that isn't truly solid, that isn't genuinely connected to your soul's truth. It forces you to build a philosophical foundation, a worldview, that's deeply integrated with who you are at your core, formed from the bedrock that's left when the superficial stuff crumbles away.
So it sounds like distilling your core wisdom, your deepest truths, into a solid framework.
You got it. And the source gives a practical insight here, a somatic anchor for this transit.
Oh!
It notes you might feel a dull ache in your shoulders during moments of, like, crisis of faith or when you're questioning your path.
Right, the body holding on to that weight.
Yes, our bodies often hold the keys. So when you notice that specific feeling, that shoulder tension, the suggested action is to physically engage with it.
Yeah.
Roll your shoulder joints, release the tension, and whisper this affirmation: my roots anchor my revelations.
My roots anchor my revelations. I like that.
It's a way to connect back to your stable, nurturing, Cancer rising foundation, reminding yourself that your deepest security supports your evolving understanding of the world.
That's a really powerful, tangible way to work with that energy. Okay, shifting gears. Another major influence for 2025 is the Scorpio Solar Eclipse on March 29th.
Right. Eclipses are always big moments. Redirection, intensity. And this one lands in your 5th house.
The 5th house, creativity, self-expression, joy, passions.
Exactly. And a Scorpio eclipse in the 5th. That is tailor-made for your archetype's transformative power. The source calls it a creative black hole.
A creative black hole sounds intense.
It is, but not necessarily negative. Think of the immense pull of a black hole. It's a powerful drawing in and concentration of energy. For you, this means buried passions, hidden creative urges, intense expressions. They're surging to the surface with incredible force.
So this eclipse is basically digging deep into your creative potential, pulling up what's been hidden.
Precisely. And the source adds another layer, the concept of quantum tunneling, linking ancestral trauma to artistic rebirth.
Okay, quantum tunneling, ancestral trauma, artistic rebirth. That's a lot.
It is. Quantum tunneling is that weird physics idea where a particle can pass through a barrier.
Yeah.
So the idea here is this eclipse opens unexpected pathways. Unresolved pain, experiences, maybe even talents from your lineage can bypass conscious blocks and directly fuel powerful creative output.
Wow.
Your art, your projects, your self-expression, they can become a direct way to process, transform, and even release ancestral baggage.
Using lineage pain to birth art, that really is alchemy in action. Is there an embodiment insight for this eclipse energy too, like the Saturn one?
Yes, specifically tied to repressed anger, something Scorpio energy knows well.
Well,
The source indicates you might feel heat in your palms when you're holding on to suppressed anger.
palms.
The action is to engage with that physical sensation and the emotion. Clench your fists, then deliberately unclench them. And as you do this, affirm, my shadow's birth art.
Okay, shadow's birth art, acknowledging the heat and channeling it.
Exactly. Turning it into something creative instead of letting it just, fester.
That makes so much sense. Okay,
Yeah.
so the third big transit we need to look at for 2025 is Jupiter moving through Cancer. And this highlights your 1st house.
Yes, the house of self, identity, how you appear. And crucially, Cancer is your rising sign.
So Jupiter, the great expander.
The planet of growth, luck, opportunity.
Mm.
When it moves into Cancer, your rising sign, it triggers what the source calls the expansion mechanics.
Expansion mechanics.
Jupiter significantly magnifies the core qualities of your Cancer rising. Your nurturing power, your intuition, that protective nature. They become much more visible, more powerful in the eyes of the world. Your capacity to nurture and safeguard just expands dramatically.
So my foundational Cancer rising identity gets amplified, made bigger, more impactful. I'm really stepping into that lunar gatekeeper role.
That's it, exactly. And the source connects this expansion to quantum entanglement, linking self-care to collective healing.
Okay, quantum entanglement again, self-care and collective healing.
Yeah, entanglement. 2 particles linked to influence each other no matter the distance.
Right, spooky action at a distance.
Kind of. The analogy here is that the care and nurturing you provide for your own. Your self-care, your emotional processing, your inner security, it's not isolated.
Okay.
It's intricately linked to and has a real ripple effect on the healing and well-being of the collective around you.
That's a beautiful thought. Tending my own garden helps the whole world bloom. Taking care of myself becomes an act of service.
It truly does. And there's a powerful journal prompt tied to this Jupiter transit, designed for this period of self-exploration and expansion.
Let's hear it.
What inherited wound once healed becomes my superpower.
Ooh, what inherited wound once healed becomes my superpower. That's deep.
It really encourages you to look at those sensitive areas, the vulnerabilities may be passed down through family, and see how facing them, healing them, can actually unlock unique strengths. Those healed places can become the source of your greatest power.
That aligns so perfectly with the deep well archetype, taking something painful and transforming it into strength. Now, we've looked at the cosmic energies and actions. The material also gives us different lenses to see how this Scorpio Sun, Cancer rising energy shows up in the world, right? Historical and cultural resonance.
Yeah. Yes, it uses historical synchronicity. It points to figures who share aspects of your celestial blueprint. Leonardo DiCaprio is mentioned.
Leo, okay. Scorpio Sun, Cancer rising.
Apparently so. The source notes how he embodies this by sort of weaponizing his intensity, that deep Scorpio focus, into environmental guardianship, leveraging the protective, nurturing side of Cancer rising for the planet.
Interesting connection. Who else?
Pablo Picasso, known for his Scorpio Sun and strong Cancer energy.
Right?
The source points out how he transmuted his intense emotional turbulence into revolutionary art. Again, that scorpionic depth processed and expressed through the intuitive feeling capacity of Cancer, resulting in something globally transformative.
So the legacy here is that true power, for this energy blend, protects us fiercely as it transforms.
Well said. It's not just internal change. It's using that power to safeguard what you care about.
And the cultural resonance section gives even more vivid ways to grasp this energy. Comparisons from pop culture and literature.
Yeah, it's a rich tapestry. Your energy is likened to Michael Corleone from The Godfather. That fierce Scorpio loyalty, strategic depth, hidden power.
Okay.
Meeting Moon Knight's protective duality. Layered, sometimes turbulent, but fiercely protective, guided by lunar energy like Cancer rising. It paints you as a clan guardian with oceanic depths.
A protector with hidden currents. Loyal, strategic. What about the literary blueprint?
Fascinating combo here. Moby Dick's Ahab obsession, that singular, intense, maybe consuming focus, combined with the quiet strength, the connection to the sea, the resilience of the old man in the sea.
Wow, that captures both the intense focus and the watery endurance.
It really does.
Right.
And for the soundtrack, the source suggests combining the deep, vulnerable intensity of Nick Cave's Into My Arms with the ethereal, mysterious, deeply emotional vibe of Massive Attack's Teardrop.
Okay, different emotional frequencies of the archetype, these examples really help flesh out the deep well energy.
Definitely. And beyond just understanding, the material gives you interactive elements, practical exercises, rituals you can actually use to work with these energies in 2025.
Practical tools, good. What's first?
An embodiment exercise. It's designed to integrate both your Cancerian and Scorpionic sides using breath and posture. It's called the Tide and Volcano Breath.
Tide and Volcano Breath. Okay, how does it work?
2 parts. Step 1 is very Cancerian. Get into a fetal pose, curled up, safe, hands on your belly, connecting to your core intuition. Inhale for 4 seconds. Imagining you're breathing in cool, moonlit salt water. Affirmation, I am safe in my depths, grounding you in that secure, watery foundation.
Okay, safe in my depths. And step 2.
Step 2 brings in the Scorpio fire. You rise into a strong warrior stance, grounded, ready.
Yeah.
Exhale forcefully for 6 seconds, imagining you're releasing volcanic heat.
Okay.
Affirmation, I reclaim my fire, connecting you to your intense, transformative power.
Bringing both energies together through breath and movement. When would this be useful?
The source suggests before challenging situations, maybe family conflicts, or when you feel creatively blocked. Times you need both your grounding and your power.
Makes sense. What else?
There's also a specific ritual blueprint. It's for the Cancer new moon on July 4th.
God.
This ritual is designed to work with those themes of family, ancestry, which are so key to your archetype.
What do I need for it?
A seashell, a black candle, and a photo of an ancestor, or even just a symbol representing your lineage.
Seashell, black candle, ancestral photo or symbol. Got it. And the steps.
Okay, you place the photo or symbol carefully into the seashell, then light the black candle.
Right.
As it burns, you whisper unspoken family wounds, secrets, pains to the flame, anything unresolved or heavy in your lineage.
Whisper it to the flame.
Yes, and while you do, let the black wax drip over the seashell. symbolically sealing those burdens and closing them in the transformative energy of the flame and wax.
Is there an affirmation for this part?
Yes, as the wax drips, affirm, I alchemize legacy into light. The black wax is the difficulty, the flame is the transformation.
I alchemize legacy into light. Powerful. What's the final step?
Crucial step. Take the shell and bury it, ideally at the shore of an ocean or a river, returning the alchemized energy back to the water, releasing and transforming it, completing the cycle.
That's a profoundly beautiful ritual for generational healing. Any other prompts?
Yes, one more journal prompt. Focus specifically on balancing your core energies.
Okay.
The question is, where does my Scorpio intensity overwhelm my Cancerian tenderness? How can my emotional depth become sanctuary for others?
Finding that balance. Scorpio intensity versus Cancerian tenderness.
Exactly. It encourages you to look at that dynamic. How can your power support your sensitivity, not consume it? How can your depth be a safe harbor, not a turbulent sea?
That balancing act feels crucial for navigating 2025, aligning the inner world with these transits.
Absolutely. And speaking of navigating the year, the source gives a glimpse into future forecasting. 3 potential timelines for 2025.
Not predictions, but potential paths.
Exactly. Powerful potential paths that could unfold as you engage with your archetype's energies. Timeline 1 is called the Ancestral Shaman.
Ancestral shaman.
Right.
Okay. What triggers it?
A pilgrimage, maybe physical or spiritual, to ancestral lands. Something that reveals a healing vocation for you.
And how might that manifest?
Potentially creating deep well retreats. Using shadow work, tapping into Scorpio's depth, combined with ocean or water therapy, leveraging Cancer's healing side to help others heal generational trauma.
What's the challenge on that path?
Family skepticism. The very people tied to the lineage might resist. But your Cancer rising empathy is key here, connecting disarming doubt with genuine care.
Okay, timeline 2.
The creative vessel. The trigger. Resurrecting a stalled art project may be fueled by processing paternal grief.
That connects back to the Scorpio eclipse in the 5th house we talked about.
Definitely. Manifestation could be, say, a sculpture series fusing placental imagery birth, legacy with volcanic rock Scorpio's raw power. Maybe leading healing circles, specifically for fathers. The alchemy is turning personal agony into communal catharsis through creativity.
Using your own pain to open a path. Incredible. Timeline 3.
This one's maybe the most outwardly dynamic, the nurturing revelation. The trigger is striking. A viral moment where you're seen calming rioters with your psychic presence.
Whoa. Calming rioters. That's vivid. How does that manifest?
Establishing somatic sanctuary training. Specifically teaching men how to, quote, weaponize vulnerability and activism.
Weaponize vulnerability.
Guiding others to use physical awareness, emotional honesty, embodied presence as powerful tools for change, for de-escalation.
And the weapon you use on this path?
It's that potent mix. Scorpio's penetrating insight, seeing beneath conflict, plus Cancer's nurturing authority, holding space, protecting, guiding towards strength, rooted in vulnerability.
These timelines show such distinct yet equally powerful ways the deep well archetype could really come into its own.
They really illustrate the range of possibilities when you embrace your full energy spectrum and answer the year's cosmic call.
So what is that core invitation for 2025? The source gives a specific mantra and a summary.
Right, your 2025 mantra is, I am the abyss and the cradle. My depth birth sanctuaries, my fire forges legacies. Where shadows loom, I am the well of rebirth.
I am the abyss and the cradle. It holds both sides perfectly.
It does. And the year's invitation is essentially a call to guard your depths, deep well. Like Cancer rising's lunar tides carry Scorpio Sun's transformative fire beyond just solitary catharsis this year.
So don't keep that intensity just for internal processing. Let it flow outwards.
Exactly. Guided and amplified by your nurturing Cancerian nature. 10 familial wounds as sacred sites see the potential wisdom in those sensitive spots.
Turn personal inferno.
Your challenges, your passions, turn them into lighthouses for others. 2025 is poised to prove that true strength flows from protected vulnerability. Nurturing revolution, internal or external, like tending a sacred child.
That's a profound invitation. Vulnerability as a carefully guarded source of power.
Yes, and the source closes this section with a poetic summary that just captures it beautifully.
Read it for us.
Scorpio's magma burns the page. Cancer's tide preserves the sage. You wellspring armored in night's own grace, turn graves to gardens, fear to embrace. For every tear shed in the dark becomes a lighthouse, a defining arc.
Wow. Becomes a lighthouse, a defining arc. That's beautiful.
It really sums up the potential.
Mm.
And finally, just one last lens, a cultural ritual metaphor to help grasp your energy in a practical way.
Okay.
The material uses varies from Game of Thrones.
Varys, the master of whispers.
Yeah, wielding scorpionic insight secrets, deep understanding of power, combined with a kind of Cancerian loyalty, maybe not to one person, but to the realm, a broader protective principle.
Okay, I can see that. How does that translate into a ritual metaphor?
Hosting tea and truth ceremonies. Imagine serving dark pu'er tea in cracked porcelain cups.
Cracked porcelain, symbolizing the imperfection.
Exactly. The hidden depths, the stories people carry, guests share secrets, unspoken burdens.
And the alchemy.
Transmuting that shame, that weight, into collective power, using oceanic scrying bowls. Using water not just for reflection, but for clear seeing, collective cleansing.
So my Cancer rising senses the unspoken pain.
Right. And your Scorpio Sun doesn't just absorb it, it alchemizes it, transforming shared vulnerability into liberation for others through empathy, understanding, shared truth.
It's a powerful fusion. Insight, nurturing presence, collective transformation.
Deeply potent.
As our cosmic journey concludes.
Dive deeper into your unique path.
Request your email audio reading now.
Find the link in the description below.
Explore episode resources and links.
All details are waiting for you there.
Ignite, think, become whole.
Subscribe for Starlight Insights. Thank you for joining us.